2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it's the Memphis Grizzlies as they'll be playing against the Suns in Phoenix. For Phoenix, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. I'll tell you one thing we've seen during this grit and grind era in Memphis is that they are tough in the postseason. What is it, Kenny, about the Grizzlies' style that makes them so dangerous in the postseason?
They're just physically taxing over 7 games. Could you imagine just someone leaning on you for 48 minutes? That's what the Memphis Grizzlies do. That's what makes them tough and hard to defend and play against.
Well, the playoffs are naturally a little bit slower in tempo, and the Grizzlies, that's their style. You know, that's how they play. You know, Big Z, he's older now, but he's a monster on that blizzknock.
I mean, it's a situation, isn't it, Kenny, where some teams have to adapt to playoff basketball. The Grizzlies basically play it all year long.
Yeah, certain teams adapt. Certain teams have to just continue. They just continue.
This game about ready to tip off. Let's send you to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Mucho gusto, and welcome to Noche Latina on 2K Sports. From the jerseys to the food to the halftime entertainment tonight, a distinctive Latin flavor. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We are inside the U.S. Airways Center, live from Phoenix, Arizona. It's the Suns. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Memphis, Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. On the wings, it's Lee and Green, and it's Conley in at the point guard. Rejected by Gasol. Conley with it. Randolph sets a screen for Conley. A shot by Randolph. Nobody around. Can't convert after the good screen.
Tell you what, guys, it was a bit of a mixed bag for Eric Bledsoe last season. Average career highs in rebounds and assists. Those were the good parts. But for some reason, the field goal and three-point percentages dropped 30-plus points.
6 to shoot. Shot on the wing. And he overshot that one, missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Right side Gasol. No good. And Phoenix will come the other way. And talking about Eric Bledsoe, he took on a lot more responsibility last season, Greg, especially after the trades in Phoenix. He became the main focal point of their offense.
And you know what? It was his first year of kind of being the man. Signed a big contract coming into the season, and now there's a responsibility that goes with being the go-to guy. Eric has the talent to shine, though, in that role.
And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. And it's Conley penetrating. Green kicks to Randolph from 15 feet away, and he connects with the jumper. Zach Randolph. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Outside Knight. Morris with a screen on Lee. Knight passes to Morris. And it's Randolph with the rebound.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
They set the pick. Green, the screen. Fires the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Bledsoe outside. Knight on the wing. Baseline Jay on the way. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Memphis trailing here. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Jeff Hornacek. On his mind, the difficult task of defending Zach Randolph. He said Randolph's especially tough because he's not only a go-to scorer on the low block and the pinch post, but also a guy who can pick up a lot of second chance points with his work on the glass. He's a 20 and 10 double-double guy for a reason. We'll have our hands full trying to slow him down. Guys, back to you.
And thank you, Doris. Here's Knight following the basket by Marc Gasol. It's Knight with the drive. Rejected by Gasol. They recover it. No good from Bledsoe. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Lee dishes to Conley. Feeds to Randolph. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Randolph's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Bledsoe kicks to Knight. Takes a shot at the elbow, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Knight's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
Outside Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Off target from the baseline. The Suns leading. Bledsoe outside. Morris outside. The feed to Knight. Chandler with the screen on Green. The shot by Knight, no good. Chandler against Lee. The dish now to Gasol. To the middle. That's good from Randolph on the assist by Gasol.
And on the bench for the Suns is Jeff Hornacek, probably one of the tougher coaches in the league. He'll bend your ear if you make mental errors.
Chandler is screen. Bledsoe kicks it to Tucker. Misses the 3. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Lee. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Dishes to Bledsoe. Up top, Morris. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Chandler.
You know, there was a time when some thought Tyson Chandler would be a draft bust. But, you know, it took some time before he found his niche and has been one of the best bigs in the NBA for the span of his career. You know, that shows you also when you draft guys out of high school, they're going to need a couple more years to really define who they are as players.
Chandler was a bit of a late bloomer, but you can't argue with his presence on the floor now.
Well, he won a title and embodies what you need to do in order to win titles. I mean, Chandler makes all the difference on defense, and that's why teams will just still want him even late in his career.
And guys, Courtney Lee, not the most flamboyant offensive threat, but he's a steady player at both ends of the floor, makes threes at a high clip and competes defensively. One of those guys that you don't necessarily win because of, but you sure will win with.
And he makes the first. And Courtney Lee out of Western Kentucky, not usually a hotbed of NBA talent, but, you know, Clarkie's having a nice career.
He really is. I mean, playing big minutes for the Grizzlies, Kevin, and they really need his floor spacing and his hard-nosed, versatile defensive ability.
And both free throws good for Lee. What a year for the Suns in terms of transactions. Started the season with Dragic and Thomas on the roster and moved them both, Clark, at the deadline.
And, you know, most folks saw the Dragic trade coming after his disagreements with the team. The Thomas trade was a bit of a surprise, though.
Now, here's Knight. Back to Morris. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
You know, after starting the game 0 for 3, you know he was just desperately looking for that one to fall.
And as you said, the Suns made a flurry of deals at the deadline. You knew they would move one guard, but ended up moving two, brought back one as well.
When the Suns made all those trades, you kind of figured there would be some adjustment, and they did fall off a bit. Still, they felt what they had wasn't quite good enough going forward, so they got a jump on rebuilding last year.
They get it back. Lee gets the bucket.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And now, your Sun Dancers.
Checked in for the Suns. John Lure comes in for Markieff Morris. The Grizzlies also making a change. Tony Allen's checked in for Lee. Phoenix has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Knight into the lane. Here's Bledsoe. Here's Lure. And the Suns miss again.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Back to Conley. Green, the screen. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 5. From deep. Cannot hit. Excellent D there from Bledsoe. Conley against Knight. Lets it go from 14. No good. He has missed 3 of his 5 attempts this game. And for Memphis, they're shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Conley, the pass to Randall. Back to Conley. Outside Randolph. There's Green with the 3. Len grabs the board. And it's Phoenix's ball. Bledsoe dishes the land. Now Knight. Inside. And it's Len. That time on the assist by Knight. And the Suns lead by 2.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Now here's Randolph. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Some solid numbers once again for Zach Randolph with Memphis last year. He just keeps plugging away, grinding out, no pun intended, chugging along and producing.
Yeah, 16 points, about 10.5 rebounds for Zebo. I mean, he's a classic power forward and always gives you the numbers, even though he still plays under the rim.
And he knocks down the first one.
And, you know, for Randolph, he's been in the league so long and still puts up double-double numbers. Averaged a double-double in 8 of his last 10 seasons. Remarkable.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Warren's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Sonny Weems comes in for Knight. And Ronnie Price has subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Brandon Wright's checked in for Gasol. Barnes comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Udrich in for Mike Conley.
And for Zach Randolph, at his experience level, to put up 15 and 10 or better, the last player to do that back in 1999. So it's a rare feat.
Here's Udrich. Outside Randolph. Down low. Here's Wright. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
I tell you what, he just couldn't contain himself on that one.
To the inside. Here's Warren. The shot is off. And it's Memphis the other way. Here's Udrich. Wright sets a screen. And Udrich kicks to Randall. And the shot is good. And now a 3-point Grizzly lead.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Price outside. Kicks to Lure. Puts it up from 15. And the shot by Warren, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Now Udrich. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Wright sets a screen. Jumper off the screen. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Here's a Teletovic is checked in for John Lewis. 1:49 left in the first. Here's Len. The Grizzlies pull it in. Randolph a screen. Passes it to Barnes. He dishes it to Udrich. It's Allen with the drive. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Grizzlies have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
No good on that one.
And really, the Grizzlies might have dropped to 5th in the West in the final week, but they were near the top for most of last season. Often could be found in that 2 spot.
He hits the second from the line. The Grizzlies did slip late in the West, Greg, as you said. Still, you know, Clark, 35 and 17. That record in the conference was 3rd best.
And even more impressive was the fact that the Grizzlies played their best when playing the other top teams. They went 16 and 11 against the other Western Conference playoff teams.
5 to shoot. Price, the pass to Len. What a season for Alex Len last year. Came in looking to find a spot for the team, and he made huge jumps in his game.
And I think it correlated with his minutes going up as well. I mean, played a lot more minutes, and he's a very complete big guy. With the added minutes, the production has gone up as expected.
For Phoenix, they have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Carter, he's checked in for Memphis. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game. Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
There's 57 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Picked by Randolph. Wright dishes to Udrich. Carter outside. 6 on the shot clock. Sinks the triple.
You know, you can expect young big men to improve over time, but I didn't think anyone expected Lynn to jump ahead so fast.
Now here's Price. Teletovich's shot is good. Teletovic has got his first points in this one.
I can't believe defenders are not aware. They cannot allow him that position.
Yeah, you're right about that, Greg. He's put a no trespassing allowed on that spot of the floor. It's all his.
Here's Wright. The stupendous finish in traffic. And the Grizzlies lead by 6. Phoenix has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Price outside. Pass to Teletovic. He kicks it to Weems. Here's Warren. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Grizzlies out in front, up 6. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And Tyson Chandler, known for being a great teammate, a very vocal leader certainly, he talked about how important that is for an NBA locker room.
Players do the policing. Coach sets a standard, but players individually call out other players, you know, whether it be timeout, whether it be halftime, whether it be pulling guys to the side, you know, in practice. When you have that going on, you see multiple guys doing that, that's when you know you have a good team.
Don't you need a player like this, Chandler's caliber and character, Greg, to make that kind of a teamwork, you know, have that feel in the locker room, that leadership role that everybody believes in and respects?
No doubt about it, Kevin. And that weighty stature is built on experience and credentials, as you mentioned, like having that championship ring or being an all-star. But when you have it and use it that way, the coach doesn't have to worry about the locker room because Chandler has got that covered.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Not much room to operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
Greg, they haven't given up a lot of easy chances at all.
So on the floor for Memphis. A lot of defense with Conley and Lee in the backcourt. Green is out there with Carter, and it's Gasol at the pivot spot manning the middle. A nice shot by Carter.
Kevin, he didn't hesitate that time. The D gave him a step, and he just pulled up and drained the three.
Conley against Bledsoe. And it's blocked by Conley.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, energy has been the difference, and they're fighting for every loose ball and giving as good as they get on the inside.
Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Suns trail by 7. Chandler with a screen for Bledsoe. Gasol with the steal. Outside Conley. Green, the screen. Shot off the pick. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Rebounded by Tucker. The Suns shooting a low 30% mark from the field. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. Floats one.
Boy, that's his second foul, and he does not want to pick up number 3 here. That'll mess your game up for sure.
And guys, one thing you sometimes gets lost. I mean, Mike Conley is a proven winner. Remember, you go back in high school, won 3 state titles, and the one season at Ohio State led them to the national title game. So that aspect of what he brings, the intangibles, you're going to be a winner if Mike Conley's on your roster.
And the first one drops. Some changes for Phoenix. Markieff Morris comes in for Mirza Teletovic. And it's Brandon Knight in for Sonny Weems. The Grizzlies also making a change. Allen's checked in. And so Mike Conley nails both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Pass to Tucker. He feeds it to Morris. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And for Mike Conley, growing up, he played on some tremendously talented teams. Guys like Greg Oden, Josh McRoberts, his teammates.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he never had to really look for his own offense to win games with those kind of players around him. He came into the league more focused on setting up his teammates, and that's what he does well.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Knight. Wants to get it to Morris and does. Chandler kicks to Morris. Outside Knight. Chandler is screened. Knight passes to Chandler. Morris right side. Misses the layup.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Suns trail by 9. Tucker with the ball, and Allen picks him up defensively. Knight into the lane. No good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Outside Green. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Allen. Chandler with the block. They retain possession, and Green gets it to go. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
One bit of news for the Grizzlies last year is that they acquired a single affiliation deal with a Clark D-League team, which you think is going to help them.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that team is the Iowa Energy. They're a sole partner now with the Iowa Energy. Good move by the team in what is becoming a growing trend in the NBA.
Bledsoe kicks to Morris. The shot is off. Great D that time from Green.
And for Memphis and the D-League, they made the most of it. Set 3 players for a total of 14 assignments with the Energy, and that's how you make the most of an affiliate.
And there's the call on Chandler. That's his first foul.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Memphis leading by 11. Conley kicks to Lee. Green, the screen. Now the pass to Allen. Conley dishes to Allen. Over in the corner, Lee, just 4 to shoot. Nice open look, but it's no good.
You know, considering the Grizzlies and their D-League partnership, it really makes sense for the franchise. Memphis has always been a place where they grow their own talent. A lot of good players have come out of Memphis. Not a lot of big names signed in free agency by the Grizzlies.
And here is Conley. Brandon Knight getting it to go from deep. Gasol screen. Lee kicks to Conley. Fires for 3. Morris with the rebound. Suns trail by 8. Feeds to Tucker. The dish to Morris. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Watching P.J. Tucker, he does all the little things for you, plus some big ones as well ever since he came into the league. Clark, he's been a tremendous glue guy.
Yeah, he's a Velcro guy. You don't want him handling the ball a bunch or launching a lot of threes, but he's physically imposing, and he gives you what he's got. You know the effort is always going to be there with him.
John Lurie is checked in for Phoenix.
One more time, give him a hand.
Green, the screen. Conley kicks to Gasol. It's stolen by Morris. Left side, Knight. The rebound by Jeff Green. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. And talking about P.J. Tucker, he's really played the same role the past 3 seasons. Excellent inside-out defender, tremendous rebounder for his size, and he really plays within his limitations, taking only shots he can make and also not turning the ball over.
Conley with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. And there's the feed to Gasol. From the baseline. And that one's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 5. And it's the Suns with the ball. Bledsoe kicks it to Tucker. Back to Bledsoe. Morris a screen. Knight sets the pick for Bledsoe. Over to the wing. The tray. Another 3 for Phoenix.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
Now here's Allen with the fadeaway. And he gets the bucket. And it's the Suns with the ball. 4-point game. Dishes it to Tucker. Back to Knight. So for the Suns, Warren's checked in for P.J. Tucker, and it's Price in for Eric Bledsoe. Memphis also making some changes. Randolph comes in for Green, and it's Barnes in for Lee. Morris a screen. Knight kicks to Lure. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Lure's got his first 2 points.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Here's Randolph. Shot is no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Kicks it to Price. Here's Knight. And he hits it to tie the game up. Knight's got 8 here in the quarter.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
There's the steal. Now, here's Warren. Covered by Barnes. And here's Price. There's a good screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Barnes passes to Gasol. Outside Randolph. And the shot is good. Randolph's got 9.
And the D is having problems stopping the mid-range jumper. They're not really closing out on them as much as they should be.
6 of their last 10 points have come by way of the two-pointer.
Now, here is Knight. He's got 12. And it's good. One through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
You know, Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
And the Suns making a change here. Len's checked in. Brandon Wright's checked in for Memphis. Udrich comes in for Michael Conley. That one misses for Knight. And the success we've been mentioning with Coach Dave Yeager. He was the second fastest active coach to get to 100 wins.
And Kevin made his way in terms of coaching, started in the D-League and other minor leagues before becoming an assistant with the Grizzlies, and really was the architect, if you will, of the defense that his team is so well known for. He's done a lot for this franchise and looks to be on track to become their winningest coach ever.
Here's Udrich. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Picked by Randolph. Udrich up top. He's guarded by Knight. Udrich dishes to Wright. Here's Allen. No luck. Now the Suns take it the other way. Price outside. Passes to Lewis. He dishes it to Knight. Len with a screen on Allen. Uncovered. No good from Price. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting around 41% on the night. Randolph. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Zach Randolph getting up there in his mid-30s, but his game has never been based on explosiveness. So it's all about strength, skill, and craft when you talk about Zebo, and he's aging gracefully.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. And Randolph Clark can struggle in matchups against quicker power forwards of those spread fours.
Yeah, but even though he struggles on the perimeter against those guys, he punishes them when he gets them inside in his operating area at the offensive end. Most big men have a hard time dealing with him in the paint.
Very good point. And he's good on the second. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Warren kicks to Price. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. It's rebounded by Memphis. Randolph's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Randolph sets a screen for Barnes. Randolph a screen. That drive by Carter. Can't make good off the screen.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
They now take the lead. Teletovic has got the lead up to 2 now for the Suns.
Ronnie Price delivering a nice dime.
To the wing on the left. Randolph against Len. Now here's Randolph. Defense right on him. And the shot falls short this time.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
They set the pick. Price the pass to Teletovic. Price against Carter. Price dishes to Teletovic. Here's Len. Sinks the 15-footer. Now it's a 4-point Suns lead.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
And Udrich kicks to Randall. Baseline J on the way. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting. 34 seconds left now here in the second. Now here's Price. Len, a screen. To the middle. Stolen by Randolph. Inside. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
This is his third trip to the free throw line.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
Free throw drops for Zach Randolph. Price with the ball. Here's Teletovic. And that's not going to go. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Grizzlies lead by 1. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Brandon, obviously a good first half for you. Was it a specific goal of yours to come out and help invigorate your teammates with your energy?
Oh, yeah, just trying to be aggressive, but at the end of the day, just trying to make sure we're continuously improving as a team, making sure that, we're making strides to, to get better.
Thank you for your time, Brandon. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And an exhilarating first half, to be sure. Welcome back. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be breaking down all the action for you. What a performance so far tonight by Zach Randolph. He ended up with 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kenny, what'd you think about the Grizzlies?
Well, they've gotten to the line tonight a lot. Basically, they're saying, I'm going to take it to you. And the only way you can stop me is to foul me. But here's the thing. If you're afraid to sacrifice your body, you'll never pick up a lot of free throws. So great job in the first half.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Phoenix?
They played some solid team basketball, Ernie. Pretty good. They were sharing the ball. We saw some nice feeds, a lot of movement. It wasn't 5 individuals out there. It was one cohesive unit, and they got the assist to show for it. Their rhythm was nice.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
What a great game for Randolph in this one. 8 rebounds and a steal. The motor on this guy is amazing. Completely revved up. He's been everywhere today.
And it's hard to say which has influenced the game more, really, his offense or his D. I mean, take your pick.
Memphis leading. Bledsoe and Knight of the backcourt. Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. And it's Chandler in at the 5 spot. They're the group for Jeff Hornacek starting the second half.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And Brandon Knight the bucket on the assist by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 5 assists in the game. The Grizzlies shooting for the game at 42%. Gasol, a screen on Bledsoe. Over in the corner, Green. And the 3-ball is good. Green's got 7.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Lee kicks to Gasol. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. A nice shot by Knight.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Phoenix looked to be on the verge of making it back into the playoffs last season. Ultimately, though, Greg, they faltered in the second half of the year.
Yeah, it was a 3-team race. And after coming up short in 14, the Suns had the edge early. As you said, Kevin, they simply couldn't keep things going in the second half of the season.
Suns trail by 4. Morris with a screen on Conley. They double-team Bledsoe, and the wide-open shot from Morris. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. And it's 9 points for Markieff Morris.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Randolph, a screen on Bledsoe. Conley, the pass to Randolph. The 10-footer. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Pass to Tucker. He kicks it to Morris. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room. There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Now here's Bledsoe. Here's Knight. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And one thing that Phoenix had for them last season was depth. A very good bench, and they provided a good scoring punch when called upon.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. He can't get that one to fall. Well, Phoenix did have a strong bench, best scoring bench in the NBA in terms, Clark, of points per minute play.
Yeah, and you know, it really helped them, that bench strength, keep the pace of the game up. They were 3rd in the league in fast break points last year.
Now, here is Morris. He's got 9. Clock is at 3. Here's Bledsoe, rejected by Gasol. Here's Chandler, and that one is stuffed right through.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of it.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Clark, thinking back to when Mike Conley was drafted 4th back in the 2007 draft, 4th overall. He wasn't an instant starter, but he has gotten better every season.
Yeah, it took him a little while. I mean, he was only a freshman coming out of college back in 2007. A slow start. He had to fight for minutes, grind away. The Grizzlies kept trying to get his replacement, it appeared, but he stayed the course, and now he's their franchise point guard.
Alex Lenz checked in for Tyson Chandler. Phoenix has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them.
You know, you think back, Grizzlies contemplated trading Mike Conley early on in his career, and I tell you what, aren't they glad that cooler heads prevailed? I mean, his rise has helped propel them to one of the top teams in the Western Conference.
Now, here's Green. Brandon Knight missing his last shot. Gasol, no good. Bledsoe against Conley. Bledsoe kicks to Morris. To the paint. And the dunk by Lamb. Guys, we're not through 3/4 of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, it's been a really good game for sure. I mean, it looks like it's going to stay tight throughout.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end. And Mike Conley, maybe the best player in the NBA never to make an all-star team. I really feel like it's unfair to call him underrated now, because if you go around our league, all teams respect what he's been able to do in Memphis.
And again, Memphis no good. Suns have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Knight with it. Guarded now by Randolph. Knight into the lane. Morris. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Knight's got his 4th assist in this one.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Now here's Green. He has 7. Fades back. It's hauled in by the Suns.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Morris a screen. Conley against Bledsoe. Over to the left wing. No problems knocking that one down. And now a 5-point Phoenix lead.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Here's Tucker after the made shot from Zach Randolph. Here's Morris, drilled from 11 feet out. Morris has got the lead up to 5 now for Phoenix.
And it looks like they left their defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half.
Conley into the lane, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And Marc Gasol, surprisingly nimble for a 7-footer. He really moves his feet well at both ends of the floor.
And when you look at Marc Gasol now versus when he came into the league, remarkable how that body of his, Clark, has transformed.
Kevin, he changed his diet and he dropped a bunch of weight. Believe it or not, he even grows vegetables at his house. He's really gone all in on the transformation of his body.
Clark, good information.
Yes, sir.
How'd
That's
you know
what we
all
do.
that stuff?
That's what we do here. Woo. Info and entertainment.
Oh. Free throw drops for Gasol.
You look at what Gasol has done so far. 9 points, and he's rejected more than his share of shots today.
An interior defense at its best, fellas. That's what we've seen out of him today.
The Suns making a switch here. Lure's checked in, and Memphis also making a switch. Allen's checked in. And so Marc Gasol nails both of them. Last season, Memphis fell late and would end up with the 5th seed in the NBA playoffs. Only one of 2 teams to make the playoffs each of the last 5 seasons, along with the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, and they were a team that nobody wanted to play. Memphis drew Portland in that first round, and even though they were the 5th seed, they had home court advantage.
4 on the clock. For 3, Bledsoe. Allen with the rebound.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
Kept alive, Gasol. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Gasol's got 12 points in the game. Knight against Lee. Knight kicks to Lure. Conley grabs the miss. Conley's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
You know, guys, Memphis waltzed through the first round against Portland. The second round, a lot tougher against Golden State. They went up 2-1 in that series, but couldn't hold on to that lead.
7 lead changes now, and we're just in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, each side having a tough time staying in front.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Now here's Bledsoe. Out to the right wing. Lee against Knight. Shoots. It's rebounded by Memphis. Green's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And guys, Memphis would lose 2 of their 3 games at home against Golden State. So things got tough with the Conley injury and missing Tony Allen as well. But they did put up a good fight, ultimately, though, falling in 6 games to the Warriors.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Bledsoe. That's good. Bledsoe's got his 2nd bucket.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
Green with a screen on Bledsoe. Now here's Conley. Tight defense on him. Green with a screen for Conley. Stolen by Len. Now here's Tucker. Defended by Allen. And Gasol comes to help. Here's Len. It's rebounded by Gasol. Gasol's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Conley. Lets it go with a 3. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Bledsoe dishes to Tucker. Bledsoe against Conley. Fires the 3. That doesn't go either for Bledsoe. And here are the Grizzlies with it. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Conley against Knight. Conley, the pass to Gasol. That one rolling around and rims out.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Lure. Great D that time from Green. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. 11 feet away. The shot is off. Bledsoe with the defensive effort. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. There's the screen. He feeds it to Lure. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
1:32 left here in the 3rd quarter. Allen outside. Lee outside. Gasol a screen on Knight. Lee kicks to Gasol. Gasol a screen. 3-pointer. Another miss by Conley.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Len with it. Now Green defending. It's Knight with the drive. The game now all time. Knight's got 22.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Conley kicks to Gasol. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Count the bucket. Gasol's got 12 points in just the second half.
Man, how about the dexterity for this big guy? I mean, he is really smooth around the basket.
Tucker dishes to Knight. To the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got 8 points.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Here's Gasol, and the layup falls. 18 points for him. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's the Grizzlies leading by a point. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Phoenix has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. So on the floor for Memphis. They've got Matt Barnes. Brandon Wright is out there with Zach Randolph. And it's Udrich. And it's Carter in at the two-guard spot. Morris a screen. Chandler outside. Randolph against Morris. Over Randolph. And yep, finally drops it, rolling around the rim. 15 points for Markieff Morris.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Wright sets a screen. Now Udrich. Wright with a screen on Price. Out to Carter. Wide open. That's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
To the left side wing with his first shot attempt, and there's Udrich. That's good on the assist by Barnes. So it's Phoenix now. Price kicks to Warren. Back to Price. Chandler a screen. Price the pass to Chandler. 5 on the clock. Here's Morris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Picked by Randolph. And Udrich kicks to Randolph. Chandler with the block. And here is Warren. Morris against Randolph. Morris, no good. And the dunk by Chandler.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Randolph.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down the stretch here. I think finding those close-range rhythm shots.
And watching Matt Barnes, he will do all the dirty work for you. He's an instigator. He's an agitator. And he's a team player, I think, at the core. And everywhere he's gone, you know, and he's played for a lot of teams, Greg, he's had that role.
It's a great point. I call him a glue guy. You know, he's not someone who's going to be a volume scorer or a smooth playmaker, but the game really is built on grit, diving for loose balls, taking charges, making hard fouls, you know, whatever it takes to help his team win. I like that line, antagonist. That's a very good way to describe him.
I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thank you, guys. I had a chance to find out what Jeff Hornacek was discussing with his players. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
Bledsoe, and he finishes nicely on the way.
For Matt Barnes, I really felt last season was one of his best. He was the Tony Allen type defensive guy for Doc Rivers' team. Did all the little things, and he was efficient. Near his career high for three-point percentage and a career low in turnovers.
And I know if I were starting a club, Matt Barnes is the type of guy I would immediately look for. He's that tricky enforcer who has just enough skill to hurt you with his game. So him, in my book, equals winner.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
And Memphis making a change here. Conley's checked in. And so Wright nails both of them. Brandon Wright was moving all over the league last year, all over the map, traded twice, once from Dallas to Boston, then again sent to Phoenix where he finished up the season.
Kevin, he was only with Boston for 8 games after the trade. He seemed to find a better home when he was with Phoenix.
Conley kicks to Randolph. Barnes dishes to Wright. Fires from the corner. Can't get it to go. And Phoenix the other way now.
And for Wright, being traded twice, he's one of those players that is so efficient, but in small doses. So really the ultimate bitch guy to come in and give you minutes in the post.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Conley kicks to Randolph. Out to Conley from the arc. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
You know, I think that will ultimately be Wright's role going forward. A great bench option. Despite all the trades, last year he was still extremely efficient as a scorer.
Bledsoe against Conley. Wright sets a screen. Conley against Bledsoe. Wright sets a screen for Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win. And guys, with the Suns last year, you know, it wasn't a full return to that 7 seconds or less era, but it was pretty close. And the Suns were right at the top in terms of pace of play.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
Free throw good for Morris. Well, as our listeners and our viewers know, we love analytics, and pace is how many possessions you see during an average game. The Suns were close, Clark, to 100.
Yeah, only the Rockets and Warriors played at a higher pace than the Suns did, Kevin. And pushing the pace is really when they were most effective. They just haven't been able to find an answer for Morris. He has 9 rebounds, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
Bledsoe against Barnes. And the pass to Wright. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And it's a 4-point Grizzly lead.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Bledsoe. Softly drops in the floater.
How about that cloth soft touch? I mean, just a gentle little teardrop, almost like a falling leaf. A leaf falling down slowly to the ground. Very sweet and colorful, too.
Barnes kicks to Conley. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
PJ Tucker, he's checked in for Phoenix. Brandon Knight comes in for Sonny Weems. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Marc Gasol's checked in for Wright. And it's Lee in for Barnes. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. For 3, Bledsoe. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Randolph's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. The drive by Lee. Carter outside. Feeds it to Randolph. And he drops it in from the low post. Randolph's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And the shot is good. That's 10 points for Tyson Chandler.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Randolph can't hit. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Chandler with the screen on Conley. Knight kicks to Chandler, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. The dish to Randolph. Chandler with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chandler. Green, he's checked in for Carter. Picked by Randolph. Outside, Green. The feed now to Lee. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
This is the night to take the lead. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. And now it's a 3-point Phoenix lead. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something, you're right.
And doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
Well, he has been today, no doubt about that. His effort's been unbelievable.
Down low, and Chandler throws it down.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Knight kicks it to Tucker. Chandler is screen. Here's the screen. Passes to Bledsoe. To the middle. Lets it go from 11. No good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Now here is Conley. Randolph a screen. Conley the pass to Randolph. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Chandler's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And Tucker kicks to Bledsoe. Stolen by Michael Conley. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. And that one's good.
He's really done a nice job taking advantage of his opportunities in this half. Looking at the game for Green, 8 rebounds, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Kicks it to Morris. Tries from 10. Shot's good. Morris has got 20 points.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they changed hoops. They're really looking strong here.
Conley gets the bucket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Bledsoe against Conley. Chandler a screen. They double team Bledsoe. Here's Morris. Here's Chandler. Rejected by Randolph. And it's Memphis on the break. Conley kicks to Gasol. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. And it's now 22 points for Marc Gasol. The Suns trailing. Outside Knight. Gasol with the rebound.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Conley with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. Takes the turnaround J. Here's Randolph. Can't get it to go. Good D by Bledsoe. And for the Suns, they're shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Knight against Green. Out to the wing. And Tucker kicks to Bledsoe. Chandler a screen. Inside. Off the screen. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game.
Here's Conley. Gasol gets to Conley. Randolph a screen. Shoots from the elbow. Gasol missing again. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Morris a screen. Outside Knight. Doubled by Lee. Chandler dishes to Bledsoe. Some solid defense from Gasol.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish. Somebody forgot to finish it.
Conley the pass to Lee. They double team Randolph. Conley gets to Gasol. Lee dishes to Conley. 5 to shoot. Gasol setting the pick for Conley. Cans the 3.
Just look at what Conley is doing.
Phoenix. All right, Phoenix, keep it going for your Suns dancers.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Knight passes to Morris. Money! That shot brings them to within just one.
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. "20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
And now, your Sons dancers. Get out of your seat.
Pass to Tucker. Shot from 16. And it's Randolph with the rebound. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
All right, Phoenix, keep it going for your Sons dancers.
Here's Bledsoe. 3 from the inbound. Gets the 3 to fall. 9 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
That's his first personal foul. At the line of the Suns, 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game. Morris, left side. Fader on the way. The shot no good. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Mark, congratulations on this win. What was the key to getting the rhythm going for the team's offense?
Sharing the ball, just making the play, just, making each other better. That's always something really good, and it gets contagious both sides.
Mark, thank you for the time, guys. This is a heck of a big man.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. We'll see you later.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Zach Randolph. He led the way tonight with a double-double and was a major reason why they won tonight. His effort and intensity gave them the boost they needed.
He gave them a big spark with his offense in the paint. He worked non-stop to establish position near the bucket, and that was a good look for them. The D had all sorts of problems trying to deal with him tonight.
Well, it's safe to say that Zebo has mastered the art of playing the low post, guys. Man, he gets a ton of praise for his scoring and rebounding, and it's well-deserved. Look at him out there. Oh, man.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.